First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. Takin. Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Kickin, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Pickett on 4th down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First and 10, here's Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. These two teams all tied after one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. This one finds Austin out right. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd and 1, Pickett. Beats Austin here over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
From the gun, here's Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Pickett now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Pickett, he'll let it fly for Austin. They've got his man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Pickett to throw on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. They'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Over the middle, complete. That's countered. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to him.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Pickett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Najee Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And in for the Lions touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And some space here. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Second and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett able to hit his target, Claypool. Pickett finding Claypool. Good for Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And now here is another interception. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now an option play on second down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got room.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Second and 11. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He's going to let it fly.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Pickett backed up into his end zone here.
And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. On 2nd and goal. Mon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot for Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kickin.